protection. It starts on the outside. First thing I want to check is my 3 safety equipment. First off, fuses. And you have to actually show us. I have spare fuses in my side compartment, side door compartment. Fire extinguisher. There's 4 things on the fire extinguisher. It's 10 BC or better. It's fully charged. It's up to date and securely mounted in the truck. And I have 3 reflective triangles in my side compartment. Okay, you have to show it. All right. Now I'm gonna enter the truck using 3 points of contact. So y'all go on this side and get in. All right, I'm entering the truck using 3 points of contact. First thing you do when you get in the truck or your car is what? Put on your fucking seatbelt. Close the door. Seatbelt. It's not cracked, damaged, or loose, has no frays, and it latches properly. Now the way I do it is a paper clip. Everything is a paper clip, around and around and around. 7 things you do before you start the truck. Driver's side mirrors, not cracked, damaged, or loose, clean, properly adjusted for me. Both windshields are not cracked, damaged, or loose. There's no illegal sticker or any obstruction blocking my view. Passenger side mirror, it's not cracked, damaged, or loose, clean, properly adjusted for me. There's no debris on the floor that could get underneath my pedal. City horn, bop bop. Highway horn, bop bop. They're both working properly. Now that I done went from that left to the right, now I'm gonna perform a safe start. Make sure I cover the brake, make sure my vehicle is in neutral, both valves are pulled out, turn the key to the on position, ABS light came on, and ABS light went out. Now you can start the vehicle. Y'all can open them back windows if you want. Okay, now that we done started the vehicle, I'm waiting for my governor to kick out between 120 and 140 PSI. That's when you're looking at your air gauges. Now we already checked our lights when we got in, okay? All right, I'm going back to the left. Left turn indicator is working properly. Right turn indicator is working properly. Headlights is working properly. High beam indicators working properly. 4-way emergency flasher indicators are working properly. Now that started from the right. From the left, and I'm steady going to the right. If there was any traffic monitoring device, I would check that here. Okay? Now I'm going back to the left. Windshield wipers. The arms are not cracked, damaged, or loose. The blades have no abrasion, bumps, or cut. They firmly fit against the windshield, and my washer fluid sprays. Squirt. Keep on going back across to the right. Now I'm gonna check my heat and defrost. It has to be on heat and defrost. I'm not gonna leave it on cold. Turn that motherfucker up. Defrost is working properly. Heater is working properly. Turn that motherfucker back down. Now I'm gonna go to my gauges, going once again from left to right. Voltmeter is at the normal range between 12 and 14 volts. Gauge is working properly. Brake application gauge. When you hit the brakes, it shows that it's working properly. It's working properly. Tachometer is sitting at 600, and the gauge is working properly. Y'all see it go up. Water temperature gauge is at the proper operating level, and the gauge is working properly. I have enough fuel and depth in the truck to make the trip, and both gauges are working properly. My speedometer, I cannot check that until the truck is moving. I check that during my service brake check. My oil pressure is at the normal range, and the gauge is working properly. My primary and secondary air gauges are building, and both gauges are working properly. Now I'm ready to do my brake check, but I haven't heard my governor kick out yet. I'll just raise it raise it up a little bit to let my governor kick out. My governor kicked out at 140 PSI. So now I'm ready to start my tug test. I'm gonna release the parking brake test valve to test my trailer brakes. And I'm gonna give it a slight tug. Push it in, put it in gear, make sure it's in gear. Second, and I give a little slight tug. And the trailer brakes are holding properly. Put it back in neutral. Set my parking brake, release my trailer to test my tractor brakes. Back in gear, I'm gonna give it a slight tug. Tractor brakes are holding properly. Put it back in neutral. Now I'm gonna release both brakes. And there are three things I'm checking on. I'm checking to make sure my truck stops firmly, which is my service brake. Make sure that the steering wheel doesn't pull left or right, which would indicate bad alignment. And remember, I told you I was gonna check my speedometer during my service brake check. So I'm gonna drive up to 3 to 5 miles an hour to make sure all three things happen properly. And here we go. Got it up to 5 miles an hour. Steering wheel did not pull left or right. Service brake worked. Speedometer worked. Got up to 5 miles an hour. Put it back in reverse, turn on my flashers, and I'm gonna safely put the vehicle back where I started. All right, put it back in neutral, set my brake, turn off my flasher. I'm gonna let the air pressure build back up so I can do my brake check, okay? Out comes the seatbelt. We're going to chock my wheels. To get my air pressure up, I'm gonna turn my cruise back on. Exiting the vehicle using 3 points of contact. Entering the truck using 3 points of contact. Once again, my seatbelt is not cracked, damaged, or loose, has no frays, and it latches properly. That's my governor that kicked out. Kicked out right at 140 PSI. I turned the vehicle to the off position. I'm starting my brake test. Turn the key back to the on position so my gauges all work. And then I'm gonna release both valves. Push them both in and let the system stabilize. It's S sales. This normally takes 12 to 15 seconds. While it's stabilizing, I'm listening for any leaks. And I hear no leaks. All right, now the S part of sail, which is static. With both feet on the floor, I'm gonna watch my gauges, and I cannot lose no more than 3 PSI in 60 seconds. And that's when you ask the examiner to time you. He ain't gonna wait that whole 60 seconds, so right, you can continue. Now the A part of sail, which is apply. I'm gonna apply pressure to the brake pedal, and I'm gonna watch my gauges, and I cannot lose no more than 4 PSI in 60 seconds. Press it and let it stabilize before you ask him to time you. So you press it, watch your gauge, see it's dropping. Now it don't stop. Will you time me? So that's 60 seconds. All right, say you said it's okay to continue. All right, I did not lose no more than 4 PSI in that 60 seconds. Now I'm gonna do the L part, which is my low pressure warning and light buzzer test. And I'm gonna fan the brakes, and my low pressure warning and light should come on at 55 PSI or above. And you fan it. All right, the low pressure came on right at 70 PSI. Now I'm gonna do the E part, which is the emergency automatic activation test. I'm gonna continue to fan the brake until both valve pops out, and they should pop out between 20 to 45 PSI. And watch these motherfuckers, cause one might stick. See what I was talking about? So make sure y'all keep an eye on them. Alright, they popped out right at 30 PSI. And that concludes my NCAP per trip test.